From the cold climes of the UK, we join the SA Rugby Legends back home in Cape Town at the Cape Town Cricket Sixes Tournament, a weekend-long cricket and culture festival held at the Greenpoint Cricket Stadium. The Rugby Legends were taking part in the corporate division, drawn against the likes of Ice Models team. Later on in the weekend, they were also set to play an exhibition match against the Protea Legends. There's also the charity angle, as event ambassador Protea legend Merrick Pringle explains.
We got the slogan of hit poverty for six. It's to aim to get kids off the street, and basically it's a family day for children to come, and we got jumping castles everywhere. Families come down and just have a nice, weekend away from home, and also to meet a couple of the rugby legends that we got involved this year, and also some cricket legends that are here as well. The likes of Alan Donald, Robin Peterson's just arrived. There's Justin Kemp that's here as well. So for us, it's nice to get out here and enjoy ourselves. That we don't see each other too often, so once a year we get together and we chat about what's happened in the past year.
I think it's a wonderful way of bringing old mates together, and the time we spent sweating it out for South Africa back in the day and seeing them again is very special. And I think this year the Cape Town Sixes is bigger and better.
The tournament kicked off with the pool matches against similar strength teams. The Rugby Legends were keen to show off their skills with the bat and ball in 6 overs.
There's eight guys in a team, so we get 6 overs per team. You've got to try and make as many runs as you can. But a couple of guys are bowling a couple of sneaky wides, which adds, every time it's 4 runs for a wide. So if you haven't bowled for a while, they do add up at the end.
There were 2 Louis Kuhns participating this year, the Proteas legend as well as rugby legend, former Springbok fly half Louis Kuhn.
It's all about family and socialising and meeting up and looking at friends you haven't seen or spoken to for a long time. So I think that's the whole thing about 10s and 7s and cricket, is that it brings people together, and it brings people together for a common cause. Everybody loves sport, especially down in Cape Town here. People love the game. So it's fun, it's family time, and what a pleasure.
The event also attracted interest from outside the country.
This year also, we've got 2 international teams here, one from Dubai and one from Qatar. So it's it's nice to see different faces from abroad.
Well, we've obviously in the presence of celebrities like Merrick Pringle and Alan Donald. We had the privilege of speaking to them. They took the time to speak to us about mental strength and what it takes to compete at the highest level that they did for years. So the tournament's been great for us, not from just a playing perspective and exposure, but also to spend time with the legends. It's been fantastic.
To close the tournament, the organisers kept the best till last. The Protea Legends in a Sixers clash against the SA Rugby Legends. Peter Miller was wary of who they would be facing.
If you look at the cricket legends, Alan Donald, there's Louis Kuhn, Merrick Pringle. I think if you look at their side, I think they've got more seamers than actually batsmen. But I think a couple of guys are scared for Alan Donald, with a short run-up and a couple of short balls. But I'm sure we'll put a couple of helmets on and have to face them.
The SA Rugby Legends experienced mixed fortunes in the tournament itself, emerging with a respectable 6th place finish. They were keen to show that they still had 1 game left in them, albeit that against the former cricket pros. The game was to be played in strong winds, the Rugby Legends bowling first and managing to get some handy scalps from the top order.
My only worry is I'm very, very worried about Peter Miller. One of us or 2 of us could get tackled in the game, and we might be out for a very long time, but it's a good initiative that the Sixers have done this.
Despite the windy conditions, the Rugby Legends managed to keep the Protea Legends under the 100 mark. The cricketers finishing on 90 after 36 balls with 7 wickets down. The likes of Messrs Pringle and Donald bowling, the Rugby Legends innings was set to be a humdinger. BMT kicked in, and keeping their eye on the ball most of the time, the runs flowed, the wickets stayed intact, and the Rugby Legends emerged with a 4-wicket victory. But as always in matches like this, whilst bragging rights are always first prize, it's all about the camaraderie and fun had in playing the game.
Yeah, unfortunately we lost to the Rugby Legends. I think it was the first Sixers game between us, so I think a bit of charity on our behalf, but no, they play very well. It was just a fun event, and even though we ended up on the wrong side of the result, I think we'll win off the field though.
you know what, it's such a nice time to get together and play against each other. Looking at Alan Donald, you know, he bowled a couple of overs. I think he was quite looking after us a little bit, not too quick, but at the end of the day, you know, I think it was just a great game between the rugby legends and the cricket legends.
And that it was. Thanks to the organisers for a wonderful event. We'll be back next year.